What if I told you the key to mastering your emotions, overcoming adversity, and living a life of purpose is already within your reach and has been for centuries? Welcome to the Stoic Path. Today, we're going to explore a mindset that has helped some of history's greatest minds, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, transform their lives. And the best part? You can use it too. In a world that's constantly changing, where external circumstances often leave us feeling overwhelmed or out of control. It can feel like our thoughts and emotions are the only things we do have power over. What if we told you there was a time-tested philosophy that could not only help you handle whatever life throws at you, but also give you a deeper sense of peace and purpose? Today, we're diving into the world of Stoic philosophy, a mindset designed not just to survive in a chaotic world, but to thrive in it. Whether you're dealing with stress at work, struggling to stay focused on your goals, or simply searching for more meaning in your day-to-day life, the Stoic Path has something powerful to offer. By the end of this video, you'll understand how thinking like a Stoic can help you awaken your mind, live more intentionally, and find the strength to navigate even the toughest of times. Section 1. The Stoic mindset. Focus on what you can control. First things first. One of the most essential principles of Stoic philosophy is the idea of focusing only on what you can control. The Stoics believed that the world is full of things outside our control: other people's actions, natural events, societal changes, but that the one thing we always have power over is our own response. Take a moment and think about a time you've been stressed. Was it because of something external that you couldn't change? That's where the Stoic approach shines. Instead of worrying about uncontrollable events, Stoics train themselves to focus on how they can respond to those events. Real-life example. When you're stuck in traffic, you can't control the cars around you, but you can control your mindset. You can choose to be frustrated, or you can use that time for reflection, a podcast, or even some deep breathing to center yourself. This mindset shift can be liberating. By focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't, you gain a sense of inner peace and start living with intention. Section 2. Embracing adversity. Building resilience through Stoicism. One of the most powerful lessons from Stoic philosophy is the idea that adversity is not something to avoid, but something to embrace. In the Stoic view, obstacles aren't just challenges, they're opportunities. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers and Roman emperor, said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This isn't about being relentlessly optimistic or ignoring hardships. Instead, it's about seeing obstacles as a chance to grow stronger, to build resilience. Imagine someone struggling with a difficult job, a tough relationship, or even personal failure. Rather than letting those situations break them down, a Stoic would ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I turn this adversity into an opportunity for growth?" Consider Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. He didn't see failure as a setback. He saw each failure as a lesson in what didn't work, getting him closer to success. That's the Stoic mindset in action. Why embracing challenges and reframing them as opportunities for growth. You'll become more resilient in every area of life. Section 3. The dichotomy of control, letting go of expectations. The third key concept of Stoicism is understanding the dichotomy of control, the distinction between things you can control and things you cannot. This is more than just a philosophical idea, it's a daily practice. Stoics believe that much of our frustration comes from trying to control outcomes that are outside of our power, whether it's the behavior of others or circumstances we can't change. The key to peace, then, is accepting what you cannot control and letting go of expectations. Think about a job interview. You can control how well you prepare, but you can't control the employer's decision. If you tie your happiness to the outcome, you set yourself up for disappointment. But if you focus only on your efforts, the outcome becomes less important. The modern-day Stoic might find peace in focusing on personal progress rather than worrying about a promotion at work or the opinions of others. Why letting go of unrealistic expectations and focusing on what you can control, your own actions, you can release anxiety and create more peace of mind. Section 4. The Stoic perspective on virtue. What it means to live a good life at its heart. Stoicism is about living a life of virtue. The Stoics believed that living in accordance with virtue was the only way to achieve true happiness. But what does that mean? For the Stoics, virtue is about living in harmony with reason, making decisions based on wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It's about acting with integrity, regardless of what others do or what's happening around you. Stoic virtue isn't about perfection, it's about continually striving to improve your character. Some might argue that Stoicism's detachment from external outcomes could lead to a life of passivity, but the Stoics actually encourage action. They believe that the pursuit of virtue is an active process, choosing wisdom over ignorance, justice over injustice, and courage over fear. Think about a person who consistently acts with integrity, even when no one is watching. They might not receive immediate rewards, but the inner peace and respect they cultivate over time is worth far more than any external praise. Living a virtuous life, grounded in wisdom and integrity, leads to long-term fulfillment, not fleeting satisfaction. Section 5. Practicing gratitude, shifting your focus to what you have. One of the central tenets of Stoicism is the practice of gratitude, recognizing and appreciating what we already have, rather than focusing on what we lack. The Stoics understood that true contentment comes not from external possessions or circumstances, but from cultivating a mindset of gratitude for the present moment and the opportunities at hand. For instance, instead of feeling dissatisfied with a job that isn't your dream role, a Stoic would encourage you to focus on the skills you're gaining, the people you're meeting, and the lessons you're learning. It's not about denying challenges or struggles, but about reframing your mindset to appreciate the things you can take for granted. Take a moment to reflect on a time when things didn't go your way, perhaps a failed project or a setback in your personal life. A Stoic would encourage you to find what you can be grateful for in that situation. Maybe it taught you resilience, maybe it deepened your relationships, or maybe it gave you insight into your own strengths. When we practice gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we already have, cultivating peace and contentment in any situation. Section 6. The importance of daily reflection journaling. Like a Stoicon, of the most powerful practices used by Stoics, particularly Marcus Aurelius, was daily reflection through journaling. By taking a few minutes each day to reflect on your actions, thoughts, and emotions, you can gain clarity on your goals, become more self-aware, and identify areas for personal growth. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations was essentially a personal journal where he recorded his thoughts on Stoic philosophy, self-improvement, and how to respond to challenges. He used it as a tool to reflect on his actions and align them with his values. Journaling like a Stoic can help you stay grounded in your principles and keep track of your emotional responses to events. At the end of each day, ask yourself a few reflective questions. Did I act with virtue today? What went well, and what can I improve on? What was outside my control, and how did I respond to it? By regularly reflecting on your thoughts and actions, you can keep yourself aligned with your Stoic values and improve each day. Journaling allows you to review your day, learn from your experiences, and continue to grow in wisdom and virtue. Section 7. The role of temperance moderation in all things. Another essential concept in Stoic philosophy is temperance, the practice of moderation and self-control. The Stoics believed that true happiness and peace come not from indulgence, but from restraint. In a world full of excess, whether it's food, drink, entertainment, or even work, it's easy to lose ourselves in distractions. The Stoic Path urges us to embrace balance and avoid extremes in any aspect of life. Stoics teach us that the pursuit of pleasure is not inherently bad, but when we rely on external comforts or material desires to dictate our happiness, we lose our ability to control our inner state. True contentment comes from mastering our desires and finding peace within ourselves. Think about someone who seeks comfort in food, shopping, or entertainment as a way to escape stress. A Stoic would advocate for a life of moderation, choosing to enjoy these things without becoming dependent on them. Instead of indulging in excess, the Stoic learns to find contentment in simplicity and balance. Temperance is about moderation and self-control. By cultivating balance in your life, you'll develop the inner peace necessary to remain steady no matter what comes your way. Section 8. The power of perspective. Viewing life's challenges as opportunities. A major teaching of Stoicism is the idea that our perception of events shapes our experience. It's not the events themselves that cause us distress, but the judgments and interpretations we place on them. The Stoics believe that by shifting our perspective, we can transform challenges into opportunities for growth. This idea is encapsulated in the famous Stoic saying, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In practice, this means that no matter what life throws your way, whether it's a setback, a difficult conversation, or a failure, you have the ability to choose how you respond. Consider someone who loses their job. Instead of viewing it as a failure or a tragedy, a Stoic would suggest reframing the situation as an opportunity to pursue a new path, develop new skills, or reevaluate your goals. By choosing to see adversity through a lens of opportunity, you empower yourself to take positive action, rather than being a victim of circumstance. By changing your perspective and seeing life's challenges as opportunities for growth, you can navigate even the most difficult situations with resilience and clarity. Section 9. The idea of universal brotherhood. Stoicism and compassion. Stoicism may be known for its focus on individual virtue, but it also emphasizes the importance of our connection to others. The Stoics believed in the concept of universal brotherhood, the idea that all people are interconnected and part of a larger whole. As such, our actions should reflect a sense of compassion and justice toward others. The Stoics argued that we should strive to act in ways that benefit the common good. This means being just, fair, and kind, even when faced with challenges or disagreements. The belief was that by helping others, and contributing to society. We not only align with our virtuous nature, but we also foster a sense of shared purpose and connection. Imagine a situation where someone treats you unfairly. Instead of retaliating, a Stoic might suggest responding with understanding, knowing that the other person is also part of the same universal brotherhood. By choosing compassion over anger, you align with your Stoic values and contribute to a more harmonious world. The Stoic Path encourages us to act with justice and compassion toward others, recognizing that we are all part of a greater, interconnected whole. So, what can we take away from the Stoic Path? The Stoics teach us that by focusing on what we can control, embracing challenges, letting go of unrealistic expectations, and living with virtue, we can truly awaken our minds and live a life of greater purpose. Remember, Stoicism isn't about avoiding pain or hardship. It's about learning how to respond to them in a way that empowers you. By practicing these principles daily, you'll find that no matter what life throws your way, you'll be able to meet it with strength and clarity. If you found these Stoic principles inspiring and want to learn more, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. I'd love to hear how you plan to apply Stoicism to your life. Drop a comment below and let's start a conversation. Share this video with anyone who could benefit from a little more wisdom in their life. And let's all walk the Stoic path together. Stoicism isn't just ancient philosophy. It's a guide for living a meaningful, resilient life today. The next time you face adversity, remember, it's not about avoiding the storm, but about learning how to sail through it with grace. Stay strong,